Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Thief Deadly Shadows, where we have just taken. Welcome back to the thing where we're doing the lair time for us.
Is this our final episode?
This is where I'm at the beginning of the episode. I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna be fully drained. I'm just gonna be a pool of skin and anger by the end. Wow,
Hot.
those are some big candles.
Steal.
I don't know that I could carry those. So, like, ooh, that's a spooky gargoyle, and we know that statues come to life. That's like her whole thing. So for the moment, I'm going to assume that statues can see us. I'm going to behave as though that is the case. I dig that she has like gathered all these books and stuff. I really love like a spooky eldritch monster with like a motivation and desires and
A library card.
a library card. The only problem with a library card is like it makes you, it improves the morality of the person to such a degree that it's, you have to wonder whether you can really call them a villain anymore.
Yeah.
Support your local libraries, kids. Unironically, if I get like one person over the lifetime of the channel to like begin actively supporting their local library, it all will have been worth it. Why can't I get these? Fuck. I don't know if it was clear how much I was getting like weirdly invisible walled on that staircase. Garrett would just stop moving forward. I don't know what that was about. Well, I hear footsteps. The glyph of unbinding. I must keep you here with me. Secret, yes. Unbinder. You are the undoer, the unwriter. So easily can you destroy my stone warriors. Why would you write that down? So easily do you unwrite the glyphs that animate them. Why must you exist? You are like the last of all glyphs, a terror to me. But here in my lair, my home, my den, here you can do no harm. Garrett would want to see you, take you, use you, yes, equip you, and bind a button to your usage. With your power, he would fear my stone soldiers no more. One hit with his cursed blackjack. It's worse than the parody. But that will not happen. You, glyph of unbinding, you will sit unused, unseen, unsung. Why are you writing poetry to this fucking glyph? Ugh. This I think is like the main place where a lot of the stuff of this game falls down for me, is they are just so bad at maintaining suspension of disbelief. They're so bad at couching the mechanical stuff within the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of light. I mean, I might be able to just... How many water arrows do I have? Can I kill the fireplace? Okay, and then this one. No? Are you sure? There we go. That helps. And then these are just candles. I can probably hand snuff these if I can get close enough. Actually, no. No, they are not candles. The candelabra is probably like one object, the chandelier. And it's not programmed to behave the same way as individual candles, I bet. Again, it's just like not a lot of systems first stuff going on here, which is a real shame.
It's very disappointing.
The Letters of Diosin, Book 5, to the Council. I am nearing the end of my ability to serve as interpreter. My apprentice, Katika, though blind, is highly gifted. She should be my successor when my time is ended. For the future, the prophecies are clear and rife with warnings. With the help of the young acolyte that chose thievery over us, we shall eventually overcome the first 2 trials. Then a 3rd dark age will approach, but here the glyphs are not so clear. Interpreting this 3rd trial will be Kataka's life's work and her eventual undoing. She knows this and accepts her fate with dignity and balance. To the council, this will be my last missive. The glyphs have taken all from me. I hope my efforts have not been in vain, and that my warnings have not fallen on deaf ears. I await a resolution on the matter of the glyphs I have postulated. If there is a glyph of transmutation, then there is terrible danger. A shapeshifter glyph would be too much a temptation for any keeper. We must scour the old text for any references to such a glyph. It is possible that early keepers found it, but that the knowledge was lost, and it is how that knowledge might have come to be lost that brings me great unrest. See, like, that's a cooler thing. That should have been available earlier. Like build up the suggestion that there could be some shape-shifting going on. Like, there's a version of this where the there's a version of this where they're able to keep the hag stuff to the sort of like the outside of the main plot, but still have it work so that when it's reintroduced, it doesn't feel like we're in a different game all of a sudden.
Yeah.
These guys are a little loud. I hate that he runs and then he turns around and looks at the door, so I can't sneak through because it's lit on the other side. He'd see us.
Do not hide, do not hide.
Pretty creepy sounds.
Yeah.
Pretty creepy noises. It's good that we're still picking up loot.
What's in that book?
Which book?
The book that was on the table, it was shining blue.
Oh, it was shining blue because I was looking at it. Closed books so far have been like an object you can pick up, I think, universally.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like that guy's ever going to get out of that room, maybe. Always the thief. His name always in the prophecies. And where is mine? Am I not just as terrible? Am I not even more fearsome? I must animate my army in more numbers than before. He will not fulfill his destiny.
The Destiny stuff.
Yeah, no faster way to lose me than fucking Destiny Chosen One. And, like, it's a fine line to walk if you want to have prophecies in your setting and story, I think. Not impossible, not impossible. I think it can be very helpful to do something like what Pathfinder has done with the Death of Prophecy, so that you can still have like soothsayers and stuff in your story, but you know their words are untrustworthy at the very least.
Oh, have you told me about this in any kind of detail?
I don't know. Final glyph / last of all glyphs. Cross-check for other names used. Sentience, crown, check Kataka's notes. Under the above world. This is kind of gibberish, basically. Relationship to artifacts. Okay, the eye is an exhibit in the Wieldstrom Museum. We know she stole the eye already, right?
I think so.
The ancient keepers were present when the cities were built. Why giant? Oops, that's not what I meant. I meant to go back a page.
And these actually feel like real notes.
Yeah, these do feel like real notes. Yeah. I appreciate this. Could it be the streets themselves? Which streets were built already? Which are the oldest landmarks? Oldest district, recheck the text. So the word giant doesn't appear on the previous page, but apparently I guess she's come across it in the research somewhere. It is a giant rune. Cross-check compendium against failsafe or ancient failsafe. How did ancient keepers refer to the final glyph?
I don't think those are her notes. I think she stole those.
I mean, you
It's
think?
not written in her voice.
Well, they're not written in the voice that she uses to compose her like bizarre poetry. You're right. Like she's writing stuff. Like that thing about Garrett is obviously written for somebody else to read, right? Which is bizarre. This is just a video game writing problem. Like if you, the developer, are literally writing a thing for the purpose of other people reading it, how do you make it not seem like the person who is writing it in the diegesis is writing it for somebody else to read it? Well, you could just write Gamal's journal at the top of the page.
Yeah.
My efforts have met with obstacles, hindrances, delays, but there is a benefit to having Garrett alive. He can easily do what I cannot. The thief, the sneak. I know everything, and he knows nothing. My success is assured. It is time for recollection, retrospect. Decades, centuries past. I remember the day Somersault found the glyph. My glyph. And I knew, even I signed the covenant, never to touch it, that it would be mine. Even though I signed the covenant,
Yeah,
there's probably
even
a word
though
missing.
we're as, yeah.
It called to me. It sang me its song. Then it was foolish, trusting Vandalin, who shared with us his insight to use the glyphs against the accelerated aging. And it worked, better than I hoped. And now I am more than any of them could have imagined. Of the recent past, the child, Laurel, whose form I used to hide from the others for so long, sealed her grave with the glyphs so that her skin would be mine for as long as I needed/wanted it. How did she escape? I still am unsure. And Orland, so she wrote this like today.
Yeah.
And Orland, so easily manipulated by the letters, signed with a C, any other would have unearthed my simple ploy. How easy it has been to remove from the libraries the books that refer to me. I love Orland is historically stupid. Literally any other keeper.
Good.
And now for the future. I surmise that there are others following my path, my destiny. All they lack is the glyph of transmutation, and when the time comes, I will give it to them, my brethren, and more. I am become glyphs. The time of secrets is almost over. A new age approaches.
They say she used to be human, but whatever she was, Gamal's a monster now.
Thank you, Garrett.
He was concerned you weren't getting it.
It is a difficult thing to write documents or write in certain styles that allow for a thing to be understood while still feeling diegetic. So I get it. It's a hard. I have some experience with that, and it's a difficult thing.
Nothing but quite something. Nothing and no one is here. Nothing is here and no one is here.
All right. Great big stone guardian of the courtyard.
Yes, still here. Find it, catch it, and crush and kill.
Cool. The torch generated a fire arrow for me.
Still here. Find it, catch it, and crush and kill.
I'm so nervous every time I go to climb anything at this point
Yeah.
that Garrett will just get his legs stuck.
How do you feel about these stone dudes?
I don't know. They're not really all that meaningfully different from the other undefeatable guards. Ah! Well, I do believe I am dead, friends. Or maybe I have escaped. Alright. Kamal's bedroom is going to be like our secret, our base, our safe spot to return to here. So I did definitely get punched in the back of the head there. That wasn't as much damage as I thought. Is there a way to get up to that upper area? It doesn't look like any of these stone walls would really support. They all, you know, there's overhangs and stuff everywhere. Why did they even give us stone climbing gloves if they were going to be like, but never ever use these?
Still here, find it, catch it, and crush and kill.
I'll say this. I do like the idea of there being a bunch of invincible enemies, but being told early on there is a way. Somewhere around here, you're going to find a way to kill these things. And it's going to feel good when we get it. That glyph of undoing. I'm not sure why I suddenly got caught there. Like, the illumination level in this entire garden area is identical.
Cannot stay, and trapped.
Garrett, just climb.
Flee and hide and run and die.
Nope, he did the thing. Tried to climb one too many times. Because this video game is ready for publishing. This is what it looks like when things are ready.
Still here, find it, catch it, and crush and kill. Find and kill and find and kill and find.
I wonder if he intends to kill me.
Yes, still here, find it, catch it, and crush and kill.
Shoot. I really don't want to be right in front of the doorway when he turns, you know?
Yeah.
Still here, find it, catch it, and crush and kill.
There is so much light in this place. This is draining my water arrows very quickly. Okay.
Well, look, the hag like seems to be well lit. Typically, you know, scary creatures like a lot of illumination.
Truer words never spoken. Very classic archetypes.
Got it. Again. Whatever it is.
Garrett's still not really sure.
Oh no, you took her them paw.
I took her to them paws. I took her them paws, bees. Don't look at me like that. Is that thing just... Okay, that thing's just patrolling back and forth up there. Which means this is probably an okay time for me to get around this side. And we just... follow you as you walk around there. Really need you not to stop right there. Please continue.
Can you please do not stop, do not turn around suddenly.
Okay. Well, we made it to the opposite corner, but he took so long that now we're going to have to wait for this guy to hit the corner and then go back. I feel like he really tookered my time there.
Yep.
Trying to do this without spending another arrow. Okay. So this is back in that dining room. I do not have a map. Okay. So
It'd be weird if we found one, right? If the hag just had a map of her house.
well, she's got to give it to the servants, the stone servants. They're gonna need a map occasionally. Huh. Was there another door? There wasn't, right? That's all boarded up. I had a really hard time closing things. There's this courtyard, and we went through the door in this courtyard. Yeah, that doesn't open. I guess there are two doors in this courtyard, but that just goes to the hallway system.
You know, I feel like they really missed an opportunity by not giving us a dynamically generated map. We did that in Missions in Thief 2, and it seems like a better solution than.
Yeah. I wonder, like, to what extent it's potentially engine limitations or console limitations, or
Yeah.
I feel like the only place we haven't been is up there, but I don't see a way to get up there. The hallway just runs along. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can figure out a way to climb up here. All right. Nope. Garrett will get up into that tree, but I can't really move once I'm up in the tree. I could try. Oh, okay. Remarkably, he will climb up. That's so weird. If I am supposed to be allowed to climb up here, why not just make it so that you can do it with the gloves and make the gloves actually useful for the second time in the game?
Yeah.
Good shot. Useful shot.
I thought I told you I don't like being followed.
Our separate paths have converged, Garrett. We both seek the same thing.
I suppose if you were working for Gamal, you would have tried to kill me just now.
Tried? I would have succeeded. Look around us, Garrett. This is Gamal's secret library. Here she has been lurking, plotting, and for much longer than just one lifetime. She has used the glyphs to extend her life. And there's more.
You've been reading, Artemis.
Yes, we are fortunate. In these books, Gamal has documented her plans carefully. But the meaning of that map is not yet clear to me.
Chalice, crown. These things are marked with the names of the artifacts.
These books, some have been missing for months, some maybe years. She does not say what the final glyph does, only that she will become undefeatable once she...
These extremely long shots of Garrett's stone-faced model are so weird.
Plaza, the South Quarter Fountain.
Well, now we know what to do with the artifacts once we have them. They fit into those landmarks somehow.
She has been gaining knowledge, while our ignorance grew.
Do the books say where she is now?
The remaining treasures, they are at the museum. She hopes to gather them all at once.
And when she has them, she'll activate this, the last of all glyphs.
No. The books are very clear on that. She intends to destroy it. When she has all the treasures, she'll have the power to do just that. The last glyph is the only thing she fears. Well, that, and you, my friend.
Destroy it? But that's what Orland and the others told me to do. Half-truths from the Keepers, why am I not surprised?
For the Council to still employ subterfuge, with all that's at stake. I will go to Orland myself and get the truth from him. You should
Go to the museum and steal the remaining artifacts before Gamal gets to them.
then let us meet back at Stone Market Plaza. And Garrett, if you come face to face with Gamal, you must understand. With her power over glyphs, she is all but indestructible.
Right, I'll keep that in mind. Artemis?
Okay, that's bizarre. Why would the... Like, legitimately why, though? Right? Okay, this is just that same thing about the Glyph of Unbinding, because, of course...
Legitimately, why what?
The subterfuge stuff. Like,
Yeah.
the Keeper's telling us one thing, and, like... It almost makes you want to think that Artemis is Gamal actually here. Wait.
Oh no! That's bad. That's the worst way to do that.
And then at the bottom, Jason, remember to replace this before 1.0. The thing is, like, the glyph, that wasn't the glyph of Unbinding. That was just the fucking door glyph, wasn't it? Like, you have to make it look different. I clicked on it expecting a door to open because it was the fucking door glyph. Maybe it was subtly different. You gotta make them look more different than that. Well, I mean, help myself to that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what the like actual plot is with this thing, with the subterfuge angle that's being pushed here, because I don't know how to make sense of it right now. Seems very strange. I'm really eager to blackjack one of these things and see what happens.
Yeah, me too.
So it's like right behind that post right now. I can probably climb up here safely. Oh. It stops and looks exactly this direction. Let me just hang out here for a second. Please take a step. Please take at least one step. Problem.
Okay.
I mean, why is there a long animation of them just kind of wobbling first?
Yeah, but
I don't think that that's very good. I don't think they did it.
they at least try to do something. And at this point, I'm giving them credit for that. They've worn me down.
Well, what if the guards, what if they, I don't know, vibrated faster and faster, or it's just like they'll like half stumble and then it's like, oh no, never mind, he's gonna be okay. Oh no, wait, no, maybe not. I don't know. It's just it doesn't really. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't
they should explode.
sell.
It's not satisfying.
Yeah, not at all.
Where they like exploded immediately.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, or like I think there's probably ways to do an animation that work that sell that like something is happening to them, but they just kind of like they look like they're going to be ill and then they die. Okay, well, my quest for the 5 artifacts. I have 2 of the 5. I now have 2 of the 5. The chalice and the jackal's paw were easy. In my capacity as puppeteer for the fool Orland, I was able to have Garrett do the work to acquire them. Then, when my true nature was revealed, it was a trifle to remove them from the keepers to the safety of my den, my lair. For the heart and the eye, they are attention seekers, and this has brought them both to the Wieldstrom Museum, where they pass as ordinary displays. There they feed their desire to wound, to entrap, to pollute the minds of susceptible humans. The eye is fueled by the flesh eye of my adversary. I wonder what that sentient will have to say to me when I finally hold it in my hands. I wonder if it can comprehend what I have become. As for the location of the crown, for so long the glyphs were frustratingly silent, until recently when it was made clear the crown too has arrived at the Wieldstrom. This brings me extraordinarily close to my goal. My quest it is, as if the sentience... My quest... My goal, my quest, period. It is as if the sentients wish for me to find them. It really is coming apart more and more as we get closer to the end. I wonder how rushed and out of money the end of the production of this thing was.
Yeah.
Now I must proceed to the museum and steal, possess, acquire the remaining sentients. It is time for all secrets to be made known. Okay.
Are we still looking for the chalice, or should we get it?
No, I have not found the chalice yet. So yeah, we got Jackal's Paw in one of those little side rooms. I'm a little turned around because the game like forcibly relocated me the second we entered the room. Where is the door that we came in through?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think it's here. Is the problem.
It was up, wasn't it?
Maybe? This is just a painting, weird crack in the earth. Is it up on that balcony? Which it looks like it looks like we might actually access with our stone climbing gloves? Is it time? Incredible. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so on that side a door, and on this side also a door. Yep. Very not clumsy, Garrett. This is the part where we try to wreck this guy.
But silence, nothing but quiet, nothing but silence.
Also, nothing but quiet. Okay. The thing didn't come up, so I didn't swing. I'm not sure that he's destructible.
Because he's aware.
Well, no, because he's big like that.
Oh.
Where is... There you are. I think this one's our next target. We gotta make sure the guy down there is not looking directly at us when we go for it. He stops in his patrol for such long periods that maybe it makes more sense to go after him. Okay, so that does not occur silently. They notice when that happens in the room. It's worth testing.
I mean, his friend just exploded.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's unreasonable. I'm saying that's information we needed.
Yeah.
Is it a little silly that the magic glyph requires a lack of awareness to function?
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
This must be the right place to go, but first I gotta get both the chalice and the paw.
I need a door. Open! Jesus. The fact that I couldn't get that door to open really made things more complicated. Alright. Usually the line of sight break of a door, even if they do open the door, historically has been enough to get them confused. Okay, so we needed to know whether it was like exactly the same rules as the standard blackjack, and it seems like it is, which doesn't make any sense and sucks a huge amount.
I mean, but in a way that does make sense because.
Well, it makes diegetic sense in that, yeah, of course they would be too lazy to make it custom functionality, like.
Well, because if this game has shown us anything, they will always make the worst possible decision.
Wow, okay. That guy did not ever lose sight of us, not even for a moment, even through all the walls and stuff. I'm just reloading because it is apparently impossible to lose that dude.
Yeah, so this is like if I designed a game. Because my whole thing is, do I want something that's rad or something that feels bad? And I'll go feels bad most of the
Yeah.
Nothing but silence, nothing but quiet, nothing but silence.
Okay. Alright. So it's probably not worth dealing with the guys in the room with Jackanel's paw, because we already have the paw.
Yeah.
See if anybody comes running here. Clearing out guys in the other rooms so that we can search more thoroughly is a good idea still. Okay. the fact that the blackjack's not coming up by itself makes me think he's not in a neutral enough state to hit him. And if I did hit him, we'd just get the situation that we had before.
Yeah.
On the one hand, I guess it's nice that they put in an indicator for this is when it will actually work. On the other hand, it really sucks that they left their state stuff so ambiguous that you need an extra indicator. Okay, seems like nobody comes running on that one. So I think we've cleared out this area enough.
Would it be better if you just hit them and they just felt like a normal body?
If it just like undid the magic.
Yeah.
How many times am I going to
but
steal this thing?
So that was the Builder's Chalice. It just didn't have the loot sparkle on it at all. Like not even normal
oh,
loot.
good job.
Ridiculous. Anyway.
But once you knock them out, you would not be able to lift them because they're statues. They're really heavy.
Yeah.
Would that be better than what they have?
That caused this door to open. I don't know, man. Like, it's already kind of the case that the guards don't really trigger off of bodies in a way that like means very much to you. They just kind of go wild, and then in response, you hide in a corner for a while. I don't know that that's like a meaningful or interesting as a punishment for knocking them out in the wrong place.
What if when you tried to lift them, Garrett was like, "Oh, my hernia." Would that be better? I tried to workshop this.
I see. Try harder. All right. To the museum. I mean, we knew the museum was going to matter. Again, it's a named thing on the map, but...
And one thing you know about open worlds is that every named thing on the map is a key part of the core Questland experience.
I hate that that's true. It's not. We've gotten better about that, but I hate that it's true here. I mean,
yeah, I feel like one thing is that this game isn't really fish or fowl. You know, it's like the worst parts of an open world kind of thing.
Walk in through
but
the
without
front gate of the museum.
Are there good parts?
I'll have to find some other way inside.
Open world games.
we're not going to be able to get in through climbing. This, I don't know what this is.
Okay.
How are we going to get inside?
I would love to help you. Could you share the street with me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted by trying to do the thing. Because I just want it to be over with.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So that's the museum. Nothing else. There's not like a place that goes around the back of the museum, or none of these buildings that are nearby go anywhere interesting. That's just a random arrow. He said you can't just walk in. We'll have to find another way in. Is there... Nope, there's no like hidden doorway in the greenery. And everything, again, is built in such a way that like there's overhangs everywhere to prevent you from climbing. I guess maybe I could climb the wall. Nope. Well, it's not going to work here. I'm just saying like this little sort of stone walkway here looks like I might be able to get onto it from... probably not. Hey, pagans. You got any ideas? They live around here.
May the Lord protect us. Oh, not nows.
Anybody want to offer up a quick solution?
No. Where are these?
No, nobody does. Okay, well. There's an upstairs area here. I should probably take it easy on the stealing from them while we're in sort of this critical state.
Yeah.
Especially since I don't reckon I would have used the money for anything. Like, who is that note to? Somebody wrote down, plants grow more quickly when they're fed with the blood of man-things. And then just dropped that on the ground.
There you are, you murderer!
Take cover.
Where do you think you're going? Ha! Coward!
Y'all planning on helping, or guess not?
Half a minute. Lungs are bursting.
He's killing you quick. I won't be as angry. Just come out.
So they're all getting angry now and walking out, but it's not clear to me what's going on.
Yeah.
Like what they're after, because they're not after the guard that's chasing me. They don't care about that. Yeah, all I can really think is like a way to go over the top, and there's clearly not one of those. None of the other buildings around here connect. Does the objective screen have any hints, maybe? Break into museum. Okay. That was handy. Got myself a free healing potion. Yeah, the stone wall has these like overhanging bits in a lot of places. It doesn't here. Can I climb around the corner? I cannot. Well, I tell you, I'm a little uncertain here.
Yeah.
This is something. They built a little ledge up here. Okay, that's cool, I guess. It's not traversal, but it sure is a free arrow. Does getting up in these trees do anything? We can maybe get up in the tree. It's how we just got up on the second level of something just moments ago. I am weirdly stuck. Oh dear.
Out of the corner of my eye.
Alright, the rare still living guard.
What's next?
It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be just climbing up into the tree. We just did
I'm
this and it
assuming.
worked. It seems like he wants to catch on and climb, but it's not quite working. Maybe not? Is there a catch or a secret stone? No. Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
I'm-
Shit, that guy found the dead archer over there. Hate guards so much.
Right there. What the heck is doing?
There's a ruffian out in the street.
There was a horrible man in the street. Oh, hey! I can't see. Ruined.
Come on, there it is. Okay.
Oh, I've never been so glad to see anything before. Help me! Help!
There is like at most one more guard in this region.
Oh, some.
There's an intruder.
Just wait here.
Where are the guards?
Save you to rights.
What's up, sweetie?
Someone? Finally.
Oh, just all the people.
Oh my god!
All right.
I'm blinded!
A full zoom arrow should kill him. I'm so tired of having to like very periodically worry. So every once in a while, someone comes around, and I have to stop trying to figure out a way to climb or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That should be good. I think that's all of them. People get a little weird about it, and then they'll, get used to the corpses, and everything will be fine. Should I have just killed them with grenades or, mines or something? I don't know, maybe. All right. I'm not convinced you can get up into this tree. This one doesn't seem to work like the last one.
Okay.
We don't have any kind of climbing type stuff except for the gloves, which don't work. I will absolutely, if you want to just tell me what's up, I will absolutely just take it. At this point, I am so ready to be done.
So, what I'm able to find is that the only entrance is a tunnel that you can find in the park. There's an alcove near the big side-by-side staircase near the park in Audale.
I did see the tunnel.
Yeah, as long as it has a grate in the back. Open that, drop down,
Yeah.
and go into the tunnel in the back.
This is absolutely something that they should tell you if you're friendly with them. This is not
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to look at that grate and guess, I bet that goes all the way across the area to the museum.
Yeah, like this.
Oh, this grate doesn't. This grate just goes to the sewers. This is a different grate, maybe?
Maybe.
I can't get out here anyway. So this tunnel doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere except that. Weird. There's a small brown unidentifiable object worth $25 in the thing there. What?
Evening, officer.
Come on. How is there another watch guard?
Who the taff? I'm calling the guards on you.
Who the taff indeed. I'll kill as many members of the City Watch as show up, honestly. Okay, a different grated tunnel in the park that your allies don't tell you about for no reason.
Yeah. I'm not seeing any pictures when I'm trying to look it up. There's not actually a lot of great walkthroughs for this game compared to the other two.
Yeah, my
some
suspicion is that it's much less played. So let's see here. This is the staircase area.
Yeah, there's an alcove near that, and it has a...
Nope, this is not an alcove. I just walked around a pillar. Well, we're out in the town proper now.
That's probably not it.
Ah, Garrett.
Sure.
It's been a long...
That was handy. Anyway, it's in the park, though, right? In the park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it says near the park, so I'm...
Okay, cool, great. If it's near the park, then I want to say it seems like it would be on the side near the museum, right?
It says a pair of stairs lead up to a big barred door. They have planters at certain points in the center of the stairwell.
Okay, no, that's in front of the museum.
Oh boy! Aha! Time to die!
Oh, my eyes.
Oh, cool. He was unaffected by it.
I can't see!
Well, that time it worked.
All right, this is that thing you're describing.
Okay, so there's an alcove somewhere here with a long... It's a long alcove, so there's a long little room off to the side.
Is there a room
And in
off
the
to the side?
back,
Oh, I see. There's a grate in the floor here. It's just everything is all of the objects are the same color.
yeah. I'm gonna say on record that this sucks.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Garrett, hello, my friend. I have sent a messenger out to leave this note where, with any luck, you will find it. My crystal ball tells me you are planning to rob the museum. If so, then I believe I have something you may find useful. I have very convincing replicas of some of the exhibits. If you swap them with the real exhibits, the museum guards will not notice anything is wrong. The Wildstrom Museum has a history of killing thieves. In fact, the rest of the replicas were custom ordered by Ma Graham for the heist her boys tried to pull off a while ago. But they never picked up the replicas. Probably the price was too high for them. Come by my shop if you are interested. So it's insane that somebody is ahead of us enough to leave that note. But that is actually kind of a funny, like, contrivance for a way to get you to spend some money. I kind of wish there had been more of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I feel like there should have been more choices as to how we approach the missions in a big picture way.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, I feel it's something that we kind of had with the previous games and don't this time.
The Big Museum Heist Master Plan by Ma Graham.
Oh, this is delightful.
So, it'll be just the two of you. Use the tunnel, right, boys? But see, it's gotta be after dark. Wait for the day shift to head home for the night, then sneak in. Avoid the night guards. They move around a lot, taking breaks and such. If you're lucky, you'll catch them sleeping. Stay away from them newfangled security machines they got. They'll fry you like an egg. When you see a good-looking exhibit, nab it. When you start getting tired, that means your bags are full and it's time to come on home. I'll have the supper waiting. I left a written plan to heist from the museum signed with my name on it.
Gamal
3
is
feet
after
from the museum.
From the Wildstrom Museum. And so am I. She has a head start, an army of statues, and glyph powers that make her almost unstoppable. I have... well, all I know is I have to get those artifacts first. I've already got 2 of the 5. The last 3 are museum exhibits and include a couple of old friends. The Kershak crown seems to have made its way here. And there's the Eye, a gemstone I've got some history with. Meanwhile, Artemis is trying to drag the truth out of Orland. These artifacts won't do me any good if I don't know what to do with them. Call it ego, but I've always wanted to tackle the museum. The place is loaded with valuables and all the crack security needed to protect them. The last time someone tried to break in, the crime reports read, "Museum proves thief-proof. Would-be thieves dead." Nobody's tried since then. Gamal may be inside by now. All right, Hag. Let's find out who the real thief is.
Can I tell you, it will actually be pretty exciting if there is some kind of, like, interference from Gamal. Not necessarily like Gamal is running around the level at the same time we are, but, like, you know, the security systems have been damaged by her interference, or, like, this is a good opportunity for them to do some cool stuff. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if they do.
Okay.
So here's this for you.
How's it going, Sinclair? Not bad, I guess. Only...
What? Let me guess. You got a bad feeling about tonight, right?
I've got the heebie-jeebies, something awful. I feel like there's someone watching me, even now.
Boo!
Ah, hey! Now, what you do that for?
Back to work, you taffer.
Okay. So, somehow there's still another mission.
Yep.
Garrett.
No.
Garrett.
No. No. Ah.
And then leave through the tunnel in the entrance courtyard. So back here. We just got to come exactly back. At least in this one, it's like, you know, I've wanted to do this before. Like, this makes sense as, like, a personal thing for Garrett here. I guess I can give it a pass. But that's, yeah, we're like, that's the end of the episode. That's it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't believe there's another fucking mission. They really, like, the single uniting thread with everything in Deadly Shadows has been find a way to drag it out. Just fucking make everything as long as possible. Make there be as much backtracking, go to the opposite end of the world, come back to this place, then go back to there. Just like everything. Everything needs to be the longest version of the thing it could possibly be. And I guess I don't know why I thought we were going to be at the end.
Yeah, I actually thought we were too. I didn't realize.
So, when you come back next time, the fastest museum heist you've ever seen. And we'll see you then.
Bye.